Ascension is the reunion of the soul through truth and actualization of the self. Or a reunion, I like to call it. What does it entail? And how does one actually ascend? These are things I'll attempt to cover to the best of my ability. So what kind of things does an ascension include? Well, let's get to it. Transmutation. Recognition of lower frequency thoughts, behaviors, and actions. Meditation as a gateway to higher self-awareness. Training of the conscious mind through intent and willpower, which in turn will shift your subconscious. Living in high morality and ethics, which is in accordance with the nature of the universe. Recognizing the creator that is you, and that fear is an illusion made up through the belief in separation from the all that is, or the field of consciousness. It's developing a wider lens of possibilities, basically realizing you live in a multiverse of infinite possibilities. Gaining deeper awareness of the now, being more in the now, less in the past and the future. Coming to terms with the idea that you haven't been told the important truths and given the codes to this reality. It is the transcendence of the ego, taking back your power from the beast, they call it. Developing innate abilities, maybe healing powers, intuition, psychic abilities. For example, sensing things before they happen. Activation of the chakra system. The rising of the kundalini from the base to the crown. It also entails an integration of a vast amount of information and data that fuels the deeper sense of your knowing, intuition within yourself. This ranges from spirituality, spiritual channels, conspiracy theories, etc. It encompasses everything you think you know. Ascension is a general term for something that is so expensive in breadth it is hard to explain. It is a long-term goal of pinnacle human mind development and soul integration, the lightbody. How fast one progresses in their path of enlightenment or elevation in consciousness is entirely upon the individual, and only through one's free will is it possible. As a collective, we are as strong as the weakest link, and that is why it will take profound changes in our society and how our society operates before we start seeing collective majority positive changes. I see profound changes happening everywhere. That's the reality I'm living in. That's the reality I'm perceiving. Remember that the people in control know the secrets of this process. And they've had so much fun running around with the cheat codes, basically. Blowing stuff up, controlling the financial systems, blah blah blah. Basically, they're just running a prison. They're the wardens. Not for long, however. It's a game to them, really, seeing how far they can take their misdeeds in degradation of people's souls. And in future videos, I will talk about how far this game is really being taken. It is multi-dimensional in nature, and is so complicated to wrap around and picture with our 3D minds, but I will do my best. Ascension is basically a reunion with the soul, your multidimensional aspect that is living out multiple lifetimes at the same time, but just in a different frame of perspective. Realizing that time is just an illusion is a key to helping understand this. The mind is the interface for the body to the essence that is you, your identity. Reunion with this inner truth of self is the goal of ascension. This is achieved through feeling, through trial and error, through recognizing that this reality is not designed to help you achieve that. It is done through integrating thoughts, behaviors that are of higher frequency. Love is the highest frequency there is. Fear is the lowest frequency. Living in tune with these higher frequencies bring about a satisfactory experience because the universe is energy. It is derived from consciousness. So whatever you put out will come back to you in one shape or the other. This is also known through karma and law of attraction, but they're teaching the same stuff. Transmutation. What transmutation is, it's basically the canceling out of the degrading behaviors of your ego, replacing them with more empowering behaviors and thoughts. For example, dropping smoking, replacing it with a gym membership, cutting alcohol consumption, replacing it with creative hobbies like drawing, writing, making videos, whatever keeps your boat afloat. Anything that helps you train your creative powers is what you want. I'm not here to tell you what you want. You have to want it, think it, and do it. It's that easy. Set your mind to a goal, go out and achieve mini goals and create steps to that goal, and manifest it. Along the way, you have to minimize or completely cancel out any non-supportive behaviors and thoughts that don't aid to that goal. Take back your sovereignty. Seriously, just think of what your higher self is thinking when, say, you're blacked out, sprawled out on the sidewalk after some rager at a friend's house. Yeah, it probably doesn't want to associate itself with that situation. Just think about it. Or don't think about it. So analyzing your thought processes and becoming more clear-minded through your intent is one step in transmutation. When one tells him or herself, "Oh, I'm not capable of doing that. Yeah, I just don't have the confidence. I can't do this. Oh, I'm just not good enough." Bullshit is all I have to say. Let's get real, people. Reality lesson for you. You are everything. You are multi-dimensional. You are a powerful being that has no limits except the limits you place on yourself. Now, isn't that just a kick in the pants? You realize that your greatest enemy is yourself and your limiting beliefs. Along the ascension process, you're going to be saying, "Oh, duh," quite a lot, because you are awaking from an illusion, a fake matrix that has been carefully and most meticulously developed in such a way that it creates a thick fog over your eyes and puts you in a deep daze in which you are content with that 9-to-5 job. You're content with eating that box of Cheez-Its. Well, newsflash, that isn't you. That isn't you, people. And most of the people watching this or reading this are probably going to be saying, "Oh yeah, this is just like common sense. I'm already doing this. I'm already transmitting that shit, and thoughts and But just keep checking in with yourself. Ask yourself, are you? Are you? Okay. Starting transmutation can be a big step for most people. The fastest way transmutation, ultimately gaining deeper awareness of the psyche, is through meditation. We need more Om. We need more Om. Seriously. How does one meditate? People tend to think they need to take classes on this and do this and that. And starting out, all you need to find is a quiet place. Sit down. I prefer Indian style, cross-legged, what have you, and just bask in yourself, your psyche. It's all about becoming more aware. And people may say that aware is a general term. I don't agree. Awareness is all about where you put focus, that intent on bettering yourself and what you want to become more aware of. Start out just 10 minutes a day. Start doing some guided meditations if you feel you need some help with it. I'll be putting out some guided meditations in the future. Just realize that thoughts are just visitors. Say hi to them. Let them pass. Depending on if your mind is living in a nice secluded country road or is living on a superhighway, it's all relative. Just realize that all of those thoughts aren't really you. They are just a product of programming, fear manipulation, overthinking. Declutter, clean it up, and reap the benefits of your clarity over time and practice of meditation. Whip out that inner Buddha and get into it. Once you start seeing that you are gaining more control, more clarity, you're going to begin loving meditation for your relaxation time. It's all about bringing in more harmony and balance. If you are balanced upstairs, figuratively speaking, you'll be more balanced in everything you do. Add prayers in your meditation. Have a conversation with your spirit guides, whether or not you believe they are there. Hint, they are there, just in a different frequency. Ask your higher self for truth and guidance. Ask for whatever you want, and you'll probably be led down a road where you get it. Whether it is everything you want or just some portion, you won't be upset, hopefully, and you'll just realize it is just the perfect amount of what you need. But it's not just about asking, it's about doing as well. Sometimes you'll enter meditation and can't stop overthinking, or you'll start chasing things in your head that are of no benefit. It's okay. Maybe you need to experience the lows before you experience the highs. Isn't that what existence is all about, really? This existence, really. One can say we have to experience the dark side, if you will, before we experience the pure ecstasy. And I'm not talking about the drug. I'm talking about the feelings and emotions, the euphoria of life, the sense of security, love and being alive and aware rather than being non-existent and unaware. Something I want to cover quick is the activation of the chakras, balancing of the soul within you that you may or may not be aware of. This is easy to research and gain a deeper understanding of, and in future videos I'll talk about my experiences with the Kundalini awakening, the pituitary gland, pineal gland activations. They are profound, and they are still very profound for myself. I will also talk about ways that you can activate your third eye and really start to feel and experience the changes that come along with that activation of these higher energy chakras. I'm talking changes that create a sense of blissful, intense pressure in your forehead and crown, and how you may be able to start strengthening this mystery organ to be even more powerful. It's all about integration of the inner aspects through awareness of what they are. Frequencies and energy. We are energy, intelligent energy that is aware of its creation, more so some than others. We knew this, hopefully, what we were getting into before we came here. We knew that experiencing the opposite of love, higher frequencies, would bring about lessons so profound. And by experiencing this reality of fear and hate and competition, ego, difficulty, it would bring a realization of truth so strong it would change us forever. We came here to change ourselves, to put our will and ability to the test. And once we find our way, we want to help others. That's how it usually goes with this process. You don't necessarily keep it to yourself. You want more people to become more aware. And it starts with you, though. It starts with you. You help yourself, you help others. The road to success in reunion is always under construction. before we get there, it's all about how many side roads we want to take first. But it is inevitable. The universe is in balance between opposite forces. It is through this balance we experience opposite polarities, which bring about lessons of the creation. The thing is, with this reality we are in balance. On an individual basis, we may be, but as a collective, we have a long way to go. This may be why Source, God, whatever you want to call it, may not be all that present here. Some speculate that the infinite creator has nothing to do with this realm, the material world. But I'm not here to dive into that right now. Ultimately, we are finding our way back to love, unity consciousness, balance. And that is all that matters. Thank you, and I love you.